This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Parker, Colorado. We are here at Denver Free Fun since 2017. With nearly 20,000 members and constantly growing, they have provided free and cheap happenings in and around Denver. I'm here with Kristina, who is the owner. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You've worked in finance before. You were formally educated right here in a college in Denver, a degree basically in PR and psychology. Share with us a little bit how this venture got started for you.
Well, actually, it's a little bit of a sad story. I started working I'd been in financial planning for years and years, and I started working for a guy who did fix and flips and rentals. And I worked for him, and I kept not getting paid, and I kept not getting paid. We had 5 houses under contract, and earnest money checks started bouncing. And I was feeling a little bit let down by all this, obviously, but there was always a good reason why I wasn't getting paid. The CBI showed up at my house, and the CBI said, "You know the guy you work for? He's a crook. And he's been stealing money from everybody, including you." And I'd let my financial pipeline dry up, and I wasn't real sure where to go with this. And my kids were getting really tired of me sitting on the couch and feeling sorry for myself. So I started keeping track of things that the kids and I could do that were free or cheap that I could still afford, because I was feeling very poor right then. Within about 2 months, I'd grown to about 2,000 members. And I said, maybe I need to start looking at this seriously as a business venture, because obviously there's a huge need for this. In that time, I turned it into a business. I had a website built, and I continued to grow. And right now I grow by 10 to 15% every single month.
That is an exciting story, the kind that I love to tell. Let me ask you this: Denver, great city. Are you a native here, or basically did you come in, and what brought you?
I am actually a Navy brat. I was born down in Kingsville, Texas, but I have been in Colorado since I was 1. So by default, I'm kind of a native.
Exactly. I mean, Denver is the capital of our great state here. Very populous. Founded back in the 1800s. It is the 19th most populous in the city. This has to be a great fit for something like this.
It's been hugely rewarding. It's something that everybody needs. It's something with the expenses in Denver right now. Everybody's looking to save a buck. So I think that this came in at the right time.
Definitely the right time. I know for myself, I brought my family here. We too live in Parker. We love the Denver area, but let's face it, with a family, it's expensive out there. Regardless if you're doing well or not, it's the fact that you want to get out and do things. Were you kind of surprised to find out there were so many other people looking for exactly that?
I was surprised that there were people looking for it, and I was surprised of how much there is available. There's always movies and music concerts and festivals and things going on. There's free food almost daily. There are tons of things for people to enjoy for free, and obviously that translates into lots of families who need that.
That is exciting. I mean, not only things to do out there, but like you said, I mean, free. Who doesn't love free? I mean, everybody loves free. We want to go out and experience things like that. Is it exciting to hear some of the feedback that people give you, and how often they come back and check at your sites?
I absolutely love hearing how much people love it. It's really gratifying for me to know that all the work that I put into the business has been so well received. I get emails from people all over town. I get emails from people visiting town. I get people run into me and they know who I am, and they're like, "We love your page." So it's very, very gratifying for me.
That is exciting. I mean, rich or poor, city or suburb, we all appreciate free. I would imagine the people that you help out there, quite a varied audience. I mean, you probably have people of all different types that are checking it out.
I do. Our main demographic seems to be women 25 to 45, so that family age, but we have people all ages and from all over that have followed the page.
Let's talk a little bit about what they're going to find there on the page when they check it out. Let's start off with events. Share with me some of the events that you've been able to help people with, and small events, large events, and everything in between.
Well, we do all of, again, the music festivals, the movies, the summer things that go on. We do our own events as well. So we've done a pinup party for one of our sponsors. We're doing another one in April. We've done charity events. We did dinners for the furloughed workers last year. We try and sit there and mix and match the events that we do.
One of the things that people love to do is go out and eat, dine. Kind of exciting for you to point them in the right direction and let them try out the new place. Is that right?
Absolutely. I love having all the restaurants that are available. We do a lot of the soft openings when they're testing out their restaurants. I promote those. A lot of the BOGO deals. We have restaurants that have free appetizers or whatever. So, and then there's always the free food days. We have the National Free Food Days that people love.
Meal deals, coupon codes, kids eat free on a certain day. I mean, it's great to get out and enjoy things like that. But let's face it also helps families that are basically feeding a lot of kids.
It does. So those people can sit there and afford to go out and eat with their kids and have a good time. And there's always deals going on around this town, but people don't always know about them without having them posted there.
Obviously, this was a vision you had basically that came about in a strange kind of way. A lady sitting on her couch deciding how she can save some money. But obviously, this has grown bigger than just yourself. I mean, really, this site is community driven. Does it excite you that people are able to share some of the deals out there? And is that what really keeps it active?
I do like, especially our social media pages, to be very, very interactive. I like people posting the deals that they find and seeing. There's so much going on, I don't always see it. So it is very exciting to have such community involvement within the business.
I mean, you obviously have the Facebook page, you've got a website, you're on Instagram. I mean, quite a few different ways. You make it pretty easy for people to access you, obviously get notifications. Do you think in the future the numbers will just continue to grow?
I do. We are looking at app development this year, so people will be able to find events and deals nearby them. We also are expanding into other cities. The website continues to grow. The Facebook page grows exponentially. I probably put 20 to 30 things a day on the Facebook page. So people are very, very excited about it, and I don't see any sign of it slowing soon.
That is very exciting. Obviously, it takes resources to grow something like this. Share with me a little bit about these sponsors. How do other sponsors get involved? And tell me a little bit about that.
When I started the business, I really had no idea what I was doing. I'd been in marketing forever, but I wanted to make it affordable and accessible to small businesses. I have always believed in shopping locally. I like dealing with local businesses. So when I looked at advertising for other companies that were comparable, they piecemealed out their advertising prices. So they would charge $400 a month for a web advertisement. I decided that I didn't find that very effective. I think that you need constant exposure to people in order to get a sale. They're so inundated with ads right now that they don't pay attention to them. Sure. So when I put together my advertising packages, I put them as everything. I put them as the web advertisements, social media, the blogs, the coupons. I let my advertisers change out as often as they wanted. And I really couldn't justify in my head $400 a month for that at the size that I am. So I put together two different packages. I put together a basic package, which is $800 a year right now. And that $800 includes everything we do. I also did an extended package where I will actually create events for our advertisers. So I'll do up to 4 events a year that I will help them build so that they can draw people towards their business. It's been very well received by our advertisers. They get a lot for their money. And with that, new advertisers are reaching out to us at this point and asking more about it. They're seeing what our social media can do. They're seeing what our website can do. They're seeing the events, and they're hearing about us.
That is exciting because you're providing many platforms for them to be seen on. Like you said, not being piecemealed out and deciding which one works or doesn't work. You don't have to think about that. You're going to use them all and see what works, because really it is a culmination of all of them that really gives the power to the advertiser. I mean, a simple free reading for a child all the way up to a large event. Does this continue to be rewarding for you, that knowing that maybe somewhere out there, someone's on a couch, they're in a situation where they want to get out and have a good time with their family, they're not sure how to do it? Is that rewarding for you, knowing that you're on the other end of that?
It is extremely rewarding for me. I love watching this business grow. I love dealing with all the businesses that I deal with. I look at them as partnerships rather than clients. It benefits both of us to have those businesses grow. It benefits the people that are watching the page. It has been very rewarding for me to watch all of this happen.
That is great. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is her website. First of all, on the website, you can check out all the deals out there across Denver. Check out the calendar as well. The Facebook page, we're talking about close to 20,000 members out there, obviously growing every day. Very community driven. I mean, it's something that everybody kind of takes an active part in, but this was a vision about just a few years ago that has grown quite well. If you're a sponsor out there, an advertiser, you want to be part of this, definitely a good bang for your advertising buck. Once again, that is Denver Free Fun, all fun things Denver with a bargain budget. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.